Once you open the document that you want to share, you want to find the share button, which is in the upper right corner and is blue. The share button. And to look at the sharing settings that I'd like to discuss, which are the owner settings, you're going to want to press the advanced button in the bottom right corner. It doesn't look like a button. It's just the word advanced in a tiny font, bottom right corner. So when I press that, I see some more options. First, I see the owner settings here at the bottom, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. The owner settings will only be available to you in a document, a Google document that you are the owner of, which is different than being an editor of a document. And the first owner setting will explain why. So owners have the ability to prevent the people they're collaborating with from changing access and adding new people, which means that if you check this box and you're the owner of a Google Doc, you are essentially saying, I am the only one who gets to decide who else can collaborate with me on this document. So it gives you the authority over the document to say, yes, you're allowed to edit this document with me, but no, you are not allowed to invite this other person to join us. The next owner setting is to disable options to download, print, and copy for commenters and viewers. So if you are using a Google Doc in the classroom, there are a couple of reasons why this might be helpful. The first is if you've created a reference or a resource to students and you anticipate that reference or resource to have updates and changes along the way. So you would want to disable the options to download, print, and copy for those viewers, because if you anticipate changes to be made and somebody does download, print, or copy, they're then using a static version. They're no longer going to be able to see any new updates because they're going to be referencing whatever it was at the moment that they downloaded, printed, or copied it. So when you disable those options and you provide only the link to your document, you're controlling that and you're forcing the users or the students to only access the newest version. And that's your version, and that's the one that you're updating. So this is useful if you have information that you expect to be updated or changing. And that way you can always know that your students are looking at the most up-to-date information. The other reason that this might be useful to you is if you are, for example, producing an exemplar work for students to reference. So maybe there's a project and you want to show them a few examples of student work. You wouldn't want them to be able to make a copy of that in their own drive and edit it because they wouldn't be creating original work. And another reason, similar to both of those, that you may want to utilize this feature is if you have information that you want to share with the students, but you want them to synthesize the information, analyze the information, or work with it themselves. You don't want them to be copying it. You want them to look at it and take it in and use it themselves without taking that extra step to just copy it. So those are two owner settings that are very useful. If you do ever need to look at the advanced settings to change the global sharing settings, you would look at who has access, and you can change those by pressing the word change next to the current setting. And at that point, you can adjust it. I hope this is helpful information. One more time very quickly, to access these settings, you would press the share button in the upper right corner. You press the word advanced, bottom right corner of that one window. And remember that the owner settings are available to you if you are the owner of the document you're working with. Have a great day.